T-minus 3, 2, 1, ignition.
What you know about this life? Yeah. Just relax, baby, get high. Yeah, you're on your way to the best night ever. No top on it, no top. We're out with the stars.
All right. So what is this, week 14?
Yeah, week 14.
Yeah, week 14, first week of playoffs. Quick recap. While Michael is disguising his car, he's definitely not in his car at all. So we're gonna run through these matchups. Let's go through the toilet bowl, because the toilet bowl matchups are actually like pretty close right now. So if I click on this first one, does it work? Yes, it works. Oh no, this is a preview of week 15. How do I go back?
There you go.
I've also never used a desktop version of this.
Kind of cool, it works.
Yeah. Alright. So, close matchup between these. Between Nick and Jacob. What are your thoughts on on these two teams? Do you think who's going to the toilet bowl?
Well, honestly, I think that Nick's lucky to only be down 14. I mean, after Thursday night when Dalvin had 40, I thought that there's no way that he's going to be even remotely close. Basically, looks like Jacob's team, the rest of them shit the bed besides the Vikings. Does he have anybody over? His kicker, of course, is over 10. I swear to God, Jacob has had the most points by a kicker this year, between Nick Folk and his one bye-week pickup.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it looks like nobody on his team scored over 10 besides a Viking, right?
Yes, he's got that Viking stack. He needs to change his name.
And Pat Mahomes.
And Pat Mahomes. It looks like Tyler Lockett decided to actually show up for once since the first 4 weeks. So that's seriously carrying Nick. See if he can do that again.
Yeah, it looks like that Gibson trade for Nick didn't work out in the playoffs. The Washington football team in general just screwed Nick.
Yeah.
What is that? 7 points between the two of them, or 6?
Yeah. Just over 7. So almost 8. But yeah, that's so bad. And the fumble. And I was watching that game, and the announcers were just talking so much shit about Gibson, about how good he can be, but he just can't hang on to the ball. So everyone's in his head at this point. All right, let's go to the toilet line.
And Nick misses Lockett Wilson stack.
Yes. Who did you trade that to?
Me.
Oh yes. There we go.
Yeah, I traded Wilson for Lockett earlier.
Yeah. So coming back.
This is a real close one.
Yeah, so real close, but the projections here for this next week are not close at all, so it'd be interesting to see where they end up. Ryan Tannehill, I don't know. Yeah, Andrew's team is just struggling, especially with these injuries and COVID things that are coming up.
Yeah, basically he lost all of his Dolphins players for this upcoming week. I mean, yeah, half of T-Bay's team just completely shit the bed. And then Andrew had Javonte Williams go off and Matt Stafford. But at 124 apiece, it's really anybody's matchup for the next week. I really hope Andrew pulls it off. I can't watch him lose again. It's just not even funny at this point.
What does he? What's your prediction? If he loses, does he leave the league?
I don't believe he leaves the league, but we'll see. We'll see if he's a man of his word or if he's just talk. But I don't want to get to that point.
Cool. All right, let's jump to. Let's go mine versus Connor's matchup.
To me, this was a little disappointing. I thought you were going to be up 50. So
So did I. Cooper Kupp on Monday night had his career high receptions. I think.
God damn.
What I heard. Yeah, ridiculous.
I mean, Cooper Kupp this year has just been like a cheat code. I feel like he's actually averaged like 26 or 27, which is basically like a QB1. I mean, it's the best wide receiver season, I think, ever. So
Yeah.
can't do much about that. But you did luck out with his two quarterbacks kind of combined for less than 10.
Yep. And I was psyched to see that he was double stacking Green Bay's running backs. I thought for sure that was going to get me in a really good spot with Jonathan Taylor on the bench, and then because of the bye week. But I'm only up by 30, and I am very nervous because I could easily score like 75 points this week. So we'll see how that goes.
Patriots, so you got that going for you, but I don't know how matchup proof he is, but the Patriots have been pretty good. So you got that going for you, but no, 30 points is nothing, especially how high his team has scored so many weeks in a row. So, no, it'll be an interesting one. I mean, you probably have right now the best pick of the year in Leonard Fournette. I mean, god damn, 4 points.
Yeah, and he's if we click on him, he's been the past like 4 weeks. He's been getting after it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 43, 18, 24. I mean, that pretty much carried me to the for sure.
Top 5 RB. You picked him up.
I picked him up, dropped him, and then picked him up again.
Oh my god.
So it was a huge pickup. Definitely, potentially waiver wire of the year. So I dropped him. I picked him up, started him, and then when you had your recap with, I forget, I'm blanking on his name again, but your
David.
special guest with David, you guys just shat on Tampa Bay running backs. So I dropped him then, and then then he kind of went off on that week. Well, off is relative. He had like 12 points that week, and I picked him back up again, and haven't been riding with him ever since. So we'll see.
Yeah, and I bet you like seeing Josh Allen. That was a crazy game. Did you watch that game at all?
Oh, I did. Trust me. I was on. I had crack screens on my phone when I was working, so I was going nuts. But the first half pissed me off, but the second half we were good. I mean, it's in my name. It's my team name. I gotta watch that Bills game. Okay, let's jump to yours. You versus Cam. Cam absolutely went off. He has a 59, or no, not 59. I can't do math.
It's like 70. It's almost 70.
Almost 70. Yeah, I can't do quick math. But
yeah, 67.
yeah, I mean, just everyone on his team.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about it. It's disappointing. I was happy to score 140, so I don't know. I mean, the Cowboys scoring 27, and then Devontae on Sunday Night Football scoring 32 just fucking put the dagger in me.
Well, the Cowboys is such bullshit because they played a horrible game, and
yeah,
like Dak scored 6 total points in fantasy. Their defense did everything, and they should have lost that game. Yet their defense walks away with 27.
Yeah, it's oh my god. So I guess if I lose to Cam, then he better win. But I mean, his team's pretty stacked. Having Alvin Kamara and can't even think of the guy's name. What's the quarterback? Oh, Taysom Hill against the Jets. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know if
good
you
play.
saw it, but it was like a minute left in the fourth quarter, and they just went out like an option run for Taysom Hill, and he had a 55-yard touchdown run. So like he only had like 16 points, and then he fucking had a 50-yard touchdown run with 1 minute left in the game.
Oh my gosh. And they were already up, so that meant
But-
nothing too. Right?
Yeah, it meant nothing.
Yeah.
But disappointing. But we'll see what happens. Maybe I can come back. Who knows?
Yeah. I think you should. Isn't Cam the one that came back huge last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe.
He outscored Andrew by 75, so it's definitely possible. But I don't have Alvin Kamara who can have 6 touchdowns. So
True. I still remember that day. I thought it was a joke. I thought you messed with as the commissioner, I thought you'd mess with it, and I had to like go to Google and be like, is this true?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so I guess predictions going forward. Let's start with start from the top. Me versus Connor. 31, 32 point lead. Who do you see going forward to the championship?
Let me see the matchups really quick. I gotta see who. I mean, Dak has to have a good game for you to win. Like, Dak has to have an awesome game, and I think he's playing the Giants.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine why he wouldn't have a good game. But he has to score 20 plus for you to have a chance. And then Josh Allen has that foot issue, but I think he should be okay if he plays. I think he's like, his floor might be like 15, and then I don't know how good Carolina's been against QBs, but if you could just like match up that Diggs Allen stack, I think you got it. Connor's team is terrifying, obviously. His quarterbacks have been really terrible for a while now, for about 3 or 4 weeks. So it's gonna come down to his wide receiver play and then how big of a game Jonathan Taylor has. But I'm taking Bobby. If I can't go to the championship, I hope Connor doesn't either. So I think that'd be pretty awesome to see Cam and Bobby in the championship after that was like the last thing we could have ever expected.
Huge. And my secret weapon is Mitch Trubisky.
I laughed. I was like, hey, he picked up his backup quarterback.
Just in case there's nobody else really better. I figured maybe he'll sling it. You never know.
Yeah.
We'll see. He's been waiting his turn, but I'm praying that he doesn't get in.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come down to Dak having a big game or not.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because if he can put up 25, 30, then your chances of like kind of blowing it, or I think the rest of your team doesn't really have a chance of like having terrible games. But whenever he scores like 6, that hurts you.
True. Big thing is Jonathan Taylor's coming back out of that bye, so he could just turn around and drop 40. So that's scary.
Is that a Saturday game? That's a Saturday?
That does. Saturday at 5:20.
That is weird. I forgot they play Saturday games.
Yeah. Yeah, like Josh Jacobs plays Saturday at 1:30.
What the hell?
DeAndre Hopkins went out 6 weeks for surgery. So that's going to be brutal.
Oh, wait. And George Kittle, man. Like, that Debo versus George Kittle matchup's going to be huge. Like, George Kittle, 30 in the past. I think he went 38-30. He's taking those targets from Debo. So, and Debo's been basically Connor's one of his best players. But that's gonna be a huge matchup too. Which one of those two can come out with the most points?
Yeah, we'll see. He didn't practice yesterday, but so I got a whole lot of questionable guys on my roster.
Yeah, and Thielen too.
Yeah, Thielen. So I might end up playing, being forced to play Marquise Brown, which is not terrible, but if he scores, Lamar Jackson scores. So it's a tough decision. All right, let's jump to you versus Cam. Almost 70 points down. Wait,
I don't think I have a chance personally. Only way I have a chance is if like CD and Tyreek combined for like 70. Basically, both of those are kind of boomer bust type of wide receivers, and they can both go over 30. If they don't go over 30, I have no chance. But like I said, Cam's had he had a rough showing in 2018, so if he makes it to the championship, it'll be okay.
That's true. You didn't lose, so you're in a good spot.
Yeah,
I don't think we even need to discuss this one anymore.
No, there's nothing else to say.
All right, let's go to the toilet bowl. Nick versus Jacob. This one's pretty close.
Yeah. I mean, what's James Connors say? I think that's going to be a huge question mark for Jacob. I think it's between him and Leonard Fournette for best pickup of the year.
Very true. Yeah, he's projected 12 points. He's playing Detroit, but he's also listed as questionable as well.
Yeah, so like if James Conner plays, didn't he have 30? Or how many did he have last week? It's just crazy.
Yeah, 29. 18, 29. So 8. Jesus, he had 36, 13, 18, 18, 29. So.
Yeah, so he's another top 5 running back, basically,
Yep.
that's been picked up. So him and Leonard Fournette were just like the biggest steals this year.
For sure. He is his ankle is hurt, and he did not practice today either. So he is up in the air. So that could open the door for Nick to squeeze in there and save his
Yeah.
season.
Yeah, like because if James Conner plays against the Lions, he's guaranteed like 25 points.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Lockett has COVID.
Oh no.
Oh God!
What?
Is that recent? 4 hours ago.
4 hours ago.
Okay, so now in question, I guess he's vaccinated, so he can still test negative twice. But yeah, a lot of question marks. COVID is ruining the fantasy football championship or the playoffs right now. Just running through every single team.
Yeah. So he could replace him with Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Or
he has
Brandon
options,
Cooks.
but not that great of options. All right.
And then it's going to be interesting, like, if Javonte Williams doesn't play as Melvin Gordon. But predictions on that one is I'm just going to... Part of me would love to see Jacob and Thomas in the toilet bowl just because they're our 2 prior champions. So I'm going to take Nick. I think Aaron Rodgers carries him, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire has a big game tonight, and we'll just... I don't know. I feel like he'll take some points from Patrick Mahomes, and Nick takes week 15.
Week 15 by 15 points, 16 points to take the dub.
Yep, give Nick the dub.
Perfect. All right, moving on to the best matchup that we've had thus far this season. Andrew.
Yeah, that's just tough. I mean, just when you go down Andrew's team, it's just horrid. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo could have 30 or he could have 8. Javonte Williams could have 25 or not even play. Amari Cooper is one of those boomer bust players. I mean, it's just Ayuk is the same thing. You have Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, and him. Any of them can go off.
Yeah.
And he's starting Rashad Penny against the Rams, which is I don't know.
They just played. They just shut down. Well, I mean, they couldn't really stop James Conner, so potentially.
That's true, yeah. And I just don't know how good the Seahawks offensive line is. So we'll see. I already mentioned I'm rooting for Andrew. I just don't even enjoy watching him lose anymore.
It is certainly getting old.
Yeah.
Let's see, I think. Yeah.
I mean, T-Bay's lineup all the way down the line looks amazing. All of those
on
are
paper,
studs.
He's like,
Yeah.
he looks great on paper, but then like when it comes down to it, he doesn't score.
Exactly. And he's been doing that a lot.
Yeah. Well, the Zeke has been on the sidelines because they've been trying to like nurse him back to health.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I don't think Tony Pollard might not play. Even with Tony Pollard not playing, I don't even think he scored over 10, which is crazy to me.
No, yeah, it was the other guy that was getting the majority of the carries. I don't even know his name, but they were giving it all to him. Yeah.
So definitely exciting. Some really good matchups. I enjoyed watching them last Sunday, and I think this weekend will be a lot of fun. I mean, and tonight actually is going to be huge for a lot of teams with the Chargers versus the Chiefs tonight. So.
Very true. Cool. Well, you all heard it here first from Michael. It's going to be hopefully myself versus Cam in the championship, and what did we agree on? Thomas versus Jacob in this toilet bowl. If all things play out.
Wishful thinking, but
Wishful thinking, but hey, you never know. The two of us have leads going into the championship, and it's possible. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that concludes the recap of Week 14. Appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah.
Cool.